When I'm trying to break out of a productivity slump, one of the strategies that works best for me isn't a planner, it's not a habit tracking app, it's actually just one of these. What's going on, everyone? Virgil in the cut here, back at you with another simple tip to kickstart your productivity. So, let me be clear, I actually really like using planners and bullet journals and all these other tools to help me stay disciplined and organized. But I'm finding on the days when I really just can't even get out of bed, one of the things that helped me a ton is just really writing down those three tasks on this piece of paper. It's super basic and simple, but I think that's why it works. So in this video, I want to walk through how I use these sticky notes, share some reasons why I think they're really effective, and also some advice to hopefully help you build it into your own productivity practice. How the sticky note method works is pretty simple. First thing in the morning, as soon as you get up, run out of bed over to your sticky notes, or don't run, like roll over in your bed over to where your sticky notes are. I usually keep them right by my bed and write down three tasks or goals that you want to accomplish during the day. For me, I try to write down at least one personal goal, one professional goal, and then the third goal tends to be flexible. It can be either personal or professional depending on the day. So, examples of personal goals for me might be things like doing laundry, cooking dinner, or things I put off in my life like exercise or doing my taxes, right? And so, professional goals are a little bit different. Those are more related to school or work. So, if you're in school, it could be writing down 25 minutes of studying for this exam or reading 10 pages out of the chapter I need to for this assignment. For a more work oriented goal, it could be sending 2 or 3 emails, right? Or putting together a report that you've been meaning to do for this week. So you have both of those goals. The third goal can, again, be either professional or personal. For me today, it was to call a friend, right, that I hadn't gotten in touch with for quite a while yet. This is why I think this method works so well for me and why it can work really well for you potentially, is that it's all about building momentum and confidence. When you're in a slump and you haven't been able to pick yourself up off the ground for several days or several weeks or several months, one of the most frustrating things is waking up one day realizing, okay, I'm going to get my life together, and then planning out this crazy day where you're planning to get 80 or 90 different things done. And then when you don't get those things done, you feel really discouraged, right? And you've stopped that momentum. So, a huge reason why I think the sticky note method is so effective is it allows you to start off slow and small, right? I often think about the analogy of a basketball player in the NBA. Let's say you're a basketball player and you break your leg. As much as you want to jump back into the game, it's probably not a good idea to get back on the court anytime soon, right? You probably want to get some stretching in, probably some surgery or some treatment if you need it, some physical therapy sessions, and slowly build yourself up to the point where you can play a basketball game at the level that you want to play again. And I think the same thing works when it comes to productivity. Sometimes you need to build that confidence by starting small, maybe just 3 tasks a day on this sticky note, and then getting to the point where you feel confident to do even bigger tasks and can plan out even farther than just those 3 tasks a day. But I think it's really important to start small at the beginning for sure. The second reason I really enjoy using a sticky note is it literally takes a minute or two max, right? I have a planner that I really enjoy using, but sometimes what can happen with planners, especially if they're those larger daily planners, is I often found myself spending more time planning out and replanning out my day or writing a longer to-do list than actually doing the things in the plan or actually doing the things on the to-do list. And so with a sticky note, it's pretty short, and it's a short boost in the beginning of the day to say, here are the 3 things that I want to knock out, and that's it. The third reason why the sticky note method is so effective is writing down your goals can actually help you internalize your goals and remember them throughout the day. There was a study done in Dominican University in California where they had participants write down business goals, and they found that the people who wrote down those business related goals were more likely to accomplish them a week or two later than people who just thought about those goals. Bonus points if you actually told a friend about those goals as well. So I know accountability is really important, but again, you have to start somewhere, and writing down your goals is an easy, low lift step to be able to get you to internalize those goals and get you to accomplish them even more frequently. One last reason I think that I really enjoy using the sticky notes is because I'm about this budget life and sticky notes are super cheap, right? They're low tech, so you can't even say, oh, I misplaced my phone or my computer's out of battery. Those are definitely useful tools, but I've always liked the ability to just carry a sticky note around with me and not have to worry about charging my sticky note or making sure my sticky note has the latest updates to tell me those 3 things that I need to do. So that's always a plus. Tips from my experience, I've found that, as I mentioned before, the earlier on I can do those 3 tasks that I write down on that note, the better off I am. I often carry that momentum with me throughout the rest of the day and knock out a ton more stuff that is beyond what I've written on that sticky note. So the earlier you can do it, especially if you can get those 3 tasks done within the first, I would say, 1 or 2 hours of the day, the better off you are. The second tip that I want to share is you may be in a place where 3 tasks on that sticky note may still be too much for you, right? And that's totally okay. The important thing is we want to be able to build your confidence and build your momentum over a number of days in a row, right? And so some ways that you can make this a little bit easier to start is I've had friends just write 1 thing on a sticky note a day, or made those 3 tasks simpler. So if your 3 tasks for your day are literally drink a glass of water, make your bed, eat breakfast, then let those tasks be your 3 tasks, right? The important thing is not necessarily how big or how impressive those tasks are, especially at the beginning, but the fact that you're actually making plans to get those things done and then getting them done multiple days in a row, right? If you're moving to a more advanced stage, right, where you're in your final form and you're like, I can knock down, 3 or 4 or 5 of these easier tasks, then you can actually use this tool as a way to practice prioritization, right? What are the not only 3 things that you can get done today, but what are the top 3 things that you want to knock out? And so one of the principles that I always use is, if everything is important, then nothing is important. And I've learned from experience, there are times where I've thought, oh my gosh, I have to get everything done and worry so much about all the everything that I have to do that I actually go to bed and pass out doing none of the things that I needed to do. And so as you get more advanced with these techniques and using the sticky note, you can also practice just being better about prioritizing and choosing the most high impact tasks you need to complete during the day. And that's it. I hope this video was super helpful for you, but let me know in the comments below if you've tried out this method. Did it work for you? What are some other obstacles you're running into? But if you did like this video, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell over there, and I hopefully will see you in the next one.